I'm joined today by Steve Griffin, and this guy here, some of you may have seen his drawings, but not many people may have actually met Steve, but we've been invited around his house. It's been absolutely fantastic, and we're just going to give you a little bit of an insight into a well-known artist. And just after, obviously I've started this little bit, I will put a picture up and then you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you'll go, ah. But anyway, without further ado, hello Steve, and how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Lovely day.
Very nice.
And we're sat in your garden.
That's right.
Because where best to interview an artist than in his studio?
That's right. It's nice to be out with no rain.
It's an ideal day for drawing.
It is. Yeah, she'll be out in the countryside today.
Shouldn't be talking to me. But anyway, it's been an absolute pleasure to come here. Now, you as an artist, everyone's familiar with your drawings about Felixstowe. But how long ago was it you started sort of drawing cartoons? How long has that been?
Since about 92,
92.
I started drawing cartoons, sort of early 90s, and sort of progressed from there, gradually adding more and more detail.
Yeah.
And my neighbour and a dog, and as many sort of funny things as I can put in the picture, really.
Yeah. So the idea of drawing and sort of painting and stuff, is that something you've always enjoyed as a child, or did you find that as a more of a relaxing hobby as you've gotten older?
Well, I started when I was about 5 years old drawing funny pictures. So I've been doing it for a long time, and then when I left school I went to Ipswich Art School, which I enjoyed, and really all my life I've been drawing, doodling, and more humorous pictures lately.
So is there any like original ones that we've got maybe in an old school book that could be worth a lot of money if you've had an original character or something maybe?
I've got some old ones stored away.
Quick, raided house.
Bed.
Obviously more people are familiar with the Felixstowe ones, but they weren't really your sort of first funny cartoons, were they? What ones did you sort of draw beforehand?
Well, sort of humorous pigs in running butcher shops, chopping up people. Moles getting their own bag. And like small furry animals getting their revenge on the humans, or hunting them. Like squirrels, and I started off doing those sort of humorous pictures first, then went on to people. And Felixstowe, I sort of started doing Felixstowe humorous pictures when I met Pat in the Reunion Gallery in Felixstowe, and I asked her what she thought would sell, and she said we'll do some beach art pictures.
Beach art pictures. So did you sort of go to the gallery with the intention of doing artwork for Felixstowe? So you sort of went in there and said, what do you reckon? That's
right. And she said, well, good idea would be sort of to do beach huts. So that's where I started with the Felixstowe theme.
And how long ago was that? How long has it sort of been since
that was about 4 years ago.
Only 4 years? Because it seems like a lot longer. It seems like you've been established a lot longer. Now, there's one such as Manning's, isn't there? You've got funny ones down the golf club. That's right. You've got all sorts of different ones along the seafront. The bomb one, which I haven't seen for a while, because the bomb a few years back. That must have been one of your first ones as well, the bomb, because that wasn't so long ago. That's
right. I did that, obviously, because that was a major thing in Felixstowe. I thought that would make a good humorous picture. I'm doing dogs, just the sort of dogs were searching the bomb out, and I tied a bone to the bomb. They were trying to sniff out the bomb.
Because we kept losing it, didn't we?
That's right, so like the dogs were, then the Navy, the dogs were like the Royal Navy.
And
they were trying to sniff it out.
Now obviously the themes for your pictures, do you kind of like find yourself just wandering around Felixstowe and all of a sudden you go, do you know what? I can see myself drawing that in a few days' time, and it's going to be along this idea. Does it come to your head as you're walking around, or do you need an event to come up with something?
Well, events help, but also places like Manning's, which is like an iconic building in Felixstowe. I sort of think about it, and then at some point I'll put it down on paper. And I'm trying to do as many pictures of Felixstowe as I can.
Because you've got the crow's nest as well, haven't you?
That's right.
That's also become a Christmas themed one as well, with Santa having a cup of tea on his way round.
That's right. Well, Sam rang me up and asked me if I could do a Christmas card for her.
Oh right,
in the crow's nest. She thought that'd be a good idea, so I did one for her.
Santa stopping off for a cup of tea. We do that quite regularly.
That's a good idea.
If you sneak around town, you sometimes see Mike and I quickly on our way back from a location having a bacon butty down at the crow's nest. The other thing as well is recently Felixstowe's seen a lot of activity. We've had the Jubilee. We've obviously now got the torch coming up. I've actually brought you one of your Jubilee ones.
That's good.
What gave you the idea to put the royal family on Felixstowe Beach and still make it look like Felixstowe Beach? Because you've done that.
Well, basically, I tried to think of an idea where I could include the royal family. And I thought that'd be brilliant if I could do them on the beach at Felixstowe, because they have got a beach house. They did used to have a beach house in Norfolk.
Yeah.
Which got burnt down. So I thought, well, I'll do them at Felixstowe in a new beach up.
New beach up. And of course, the royal family now is a more modern look. But you've added an extra character in, Mr. Meldrew.
That's right.
Why?
Well,
that's the first thing I saw when I looked at it. Victor Meldrew.
I just thought, well, that's his sort of character.
Yeah.
So I added it to the deck chair.
Added it to the deck chair.
So I added a bit more humour to the picture.
Now, it's one of those things with your art. I mean, do you sort of, when you start drawing things, do you think, right, okay, I want this one to be a little bit on the old rude side, because your ladies are quite popular in the things? Or do you sort of think I'm going to focus more on the theme of the event and make it funny? Because you've got one of all the old deers having their own little mini games, haven't you, with the Grim Reaper chasing them. How do you sort of put a picture together if it's just from scratch?
Well, I just keep adding to it, really. And I'm tending to make it more like a saucy seaside sort of postcard theme, sort of a bit like a carry-on film, sort of humour, and just trying to make it funny so that hopefully people will look at the picture and hopefully they'll get a giggle from it. And
you can also look at them over and over again. I mean, I've just seen one that I haven't seen for a while, and I thought, I hadn't seen that bit in there. There's a mole coming out of someone. Right, yeah, okay. The other thing as well you've got recently is requests. Do you have anyone say to you, Steve, I love your drawings, can you please come and, I don't know, draw my wedding or something like that? Do you ever get people come forwards to you?
Not for weddings as such. I mean, I was asked once to go to a wedding and draw people, like caricatures of guests. Yeah. But I didn't think I'd be quick enough to do that. That's becoming quite popular to do that. It is. I had one drawn at my friend's wedding. I didn't like the idea of it, to be honest. Funny picture. I thought you'd have to be quick.
Yeah.
And I'm a bit methodical and a bit fussy, so I wouldn't have the speed to do it. So I haven't done that.
You haven't done that because obviously with like certain events in town, you've got the carnival coming up. Yet to see a carnival one. Is there going to be one this year? Do you reckon?
Yes, I often thought about the carnival, and I'll get to a stage where I'll actually get down and draw one.
Yeah.
So I will be doing a carnival picture. Yeah. Because, like you said, that's a really good idea.
Got the lifeboats as well.
That's right. It's never ending, really.
It's never ending around this area.
Felixstowe Docks will be a good one.
Yeah, yeah.
So the list is growing.
And of course us.
That's right, you. Yes. So
apparently we've got to look out for ourselves in the next one or two you're doing.
I often get asked to put, to be put in, to put in the picture somewhere. So yes, you'll be going in. The next picture.
I can't wait to look for myself.
You'll have to try and find yourself.
It could be anywhere. I feel very self-conscious now as to how he's going to draw me.
I'll do very complimentary.
How long does it take to do one? Do you sort of suddenly wake up in the night and go, I've got to draw, and then off you go? Or
oh yeah, certainly.
How does it work?
I'll wake up in the middle of the night and get down in my drawing room and start and jot down ideas. If I think of an idea, I'll jot it down. Yeah. And to sort of get down to it as soon as I can. I've even taken drawings on holiday.
Because you've just, know, you've got to get it on that page.
That's right, and I'll be sitting on the ferry with the sketch pad drawing.
Yeah.
My wife will be moaning at me. Come on, stop that, and I'll sit on holiday. I'll sit on holiday when everyone's having fun, and I'll be drawing. Yeah, yeah. So the Felixstowe golf course picture, the ferry, I did that on holiday. Yeah. When we were camping somewhere, I took it on holiday because I wanted to get it finished.
You had to get it down on paper. Finished, yeah. So how many hours involved in each one then?
Well, it varies because sometimes I keep adding little details. Probably about 6 to 8 hours. 6 to 8 hours. That's not too bad actually, really, given the amount of detail in that. Well, I've never really added it up, but it's got to be at least probably 6 to 8 hours roughly to add it all up. I don't sit there and do it all at once.
No, you've got to just keep adding detail to it. Obviously, with this is in what material do you use? Is it just pencils, isn't it? Coloured pencils.
That's pen and ink. Well, good quality paper.
Yeah.
Fountain pen.
Yeah.
But I'll draw it first in pencil.
Yeah.
Like a 2B pencil, and then when I'm happy with the drawing, I'll go over it with the ink.
With the ink.
And once that's done, I'll then colour it in with professional grade pencils. And that's how I do. That's how I've been doing. Sometimes I'll add some watercolour. Yeah. Or do different medium, like ink, perhaps coloured ink sometimes. But that's how I'm doing the pictures at the moment.
So you're doing it at the moment. Because that type of drawing, obviously, people in Phoenix, they know Giles, the artist Giles. They come back from line drawings, don't they? This type of drawing comes all the way back from when they used to sketch onto brass.
That's right.
And then do drawings from that. Do you think it's a style that will ever go out of fashion? Do you think it will continue to be something people enjoy?
Well, I enjoy doing it, because with doing it that way, with the ink, you can add lots of detail, and you add more detail than with like acrylic paints. I find it easier to do the detail. Yeah. And I enjoy doing the pencil work. And you can keep going over different layers. You can put plenty of layers on, so you can do more than one layer with the pencil. And you can make your own colours up.
Because I think some people are now looking towards, because obviously with the computer age, I think people appreciate drawn pictures more now than ever before, because a lot of stuff is either photography that's been altered. People are now doing a lot of what I call layering up, so they get a picture and then they add textures to it. But you
can add textures with pencil. So I do that.
Yeah.
But the only thing is, it's time consuming. So obviously with the computer artwork, you can do it a lot quicker. Rather than pencils.
It'd be very nice to see your stuff exhibited one day. Has anyone invite you down to sort of at the gallery and have an actual exhibit of all your original stuff and sort of say, this is how I've... This is not just Felix Doe. Have you ever thought to do that or not yet?
I had some work in a pub out at Cape St Mary, the White Horse. Yeah. That's where I had an exhibition of all different work. Yeah. That was the first one I did, and at the moment I've got some work down in the Tourist Information Centre in Ipswich. Yeah. And that's on for the next 6 weeks.
Next 6 weeks?
Yes.
And then hopefully in Felixstowe, you're going to be at Art on the Prom this year? Because you've done Art on the Prom as a drawing?
I've done Art on the Prom for about 6 years now.
Yeah.
And it's really good fun being down there meeting people.
It's manic, isn't it?
Meeting people who like you, come and look at your pictures, and sometimes you get ideas from people who come, they say, why don't you do a picture of this? So I've done that as well. I'll suggest ideas and I'll jot it down. Yeah. And then I'll do a picture.
Fantastic. Well, we're going to go have a look at some of your work, aren't we? Have a look around. And, well, it's been an absolute pleasure, Steve. Thank you very much for having us. Nice to meet you, and I hope it's not the last time we see each other.
That's right.
But anyway, I hope this gives people a little bit of an insight into Steve. I think any more, and then it'll lose the charm when you go rooting around in his photographs. But we have a selection of some of his pictures, and some that I know for a fact you would not have seen before. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Look out for Steve at Art on the Prom, and if you see him coming towards you with a bit of paper and a pencil, run away, because you might end up in his next photograph. But
that's right.
Thank you once again.
Especially if you upset me.
Especially if we upset you. No, like the lady with the dog.
I'm pleased that you like my pictures.
We love them, and I've even got one, haven't I? I've got several even, so's Mike.
You've got good taste. Good taste.
Well, thank you very much, Steve.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for watching. See you all again soon.